This week on Engage the Sage.
Hi, everyone. I'm Don Saucier. Welcome to this week's episode of Engage the Sage. This week, I'm coming to you from isolation. I recently tested positive for COVID-19, so I'm in isolation right now to prevent spreading the disease to my family and other people. I'm doing pretty well so far. I'm set up pretty well. I'm in the sick room at home. You've seen this room from past videos before. It used to be the guest room and then the office, and now it's the sick room. So I'm here. Like I said, I'm set up pretty well. I'm getting a little better. Haven't shaved in a week. Been wearing my Sherpa sweatshirt for most of the time, but things are going okay. First couple of days, I'm not going to lie, were a little bit rough, but I was vaccinated and boosted, and thank God for those. And I think that kind of helped me through it as well as it can be. I'm looking to be back to healthy pretty soon. And I just want to say thank you to all my family, my friends, my colleagues, my students who have reached out to check on me during this time. I think kind of the craziest part of being in isolation is ironically feeling both exhausted and restless at the same time. So while I was in isolation, I thought this was an opportune time to remind everybody that even when we're teaching, we have to put ourselves first. We have to be able to put our physical health and our mental health first before we can focus on helping and teaching others. We call this channel Engage the Sage because I believe that when we're teaching, that our experience comes first as teachers. When we maximize the positivity of our experience, we maximize our engagement, then we can increase the engagement, the experience of our students and increase their learning. But all of that means we have to take care of ourselves first. And we've put out a video before on taking care of the sage that I recommend you check out. But it is important and kind of no more highlighted for me than now that we have to take care of ourselves first when we're preparing to teach our students. Now, sometimes we might have to step back a little bit to take care of the sage. There may be times we just don't have a complete ability to invest all of ourselves, all of our resources into our teaching because of the physical or the mental challenges that we are facing. Maybe, like me, you're recovering from an illness. Maybe you're taking care of someone else in your family. Maybe you've got other personal and professional responsibilities that are taking up some of your time. Sometimes what we need to do is step back just a little bit, and we need to grant ourselves the space to do so. Now, I'm not saying we're not caring about our teaching. I'm not saying that we're going to be satisfied with a subpar effort. What I'm saying is that sometimes we have to realistically understand what we can offer, and we have to streamline what we can offer to the essentials. When we are teaching, even in limited capacity, one of the things we got to understand is we want to keep that experience positive for us and positive for our students. We need to make sure that we are not overextending ourselves such that the experience becomes negative or aversive for us. Maybe we even let our students in a little bit on the challenges that we're facing that is causing us to maybe streamline our teaching down to the essentials. Now, I'm not saying our students need to know every intimate detail of the personal and professional challenges that we're facing, but maybe letting them in a little bit lets them understand a little bit more of our experience. Maybe it allows us to be more authentic to them and humanize ourselves a little bit to our students. Maybe it shows them when we care about them enough to trust them with the challenges that we're facing. One of the things we talked about with peace, that preparation, expertise, authenticity, caring, and engagement. Well, if we let our students in a little bit on the challenges that we're facing, maybe that's getting us closer to that authenticity and the caring that we're striving for. Maybe by sharing with our students a little about what we're facing will allow them to create a connection with us and with us to them, so we can actually enhance the connections and the community we have in our teaching from these challenges. You've heard me talk before about infusing empathy into our teaching. You've heard me talk before about meeting our students where they are when they're facing challenge. I think they can empathize with us too. And I think we can use that mutual empathy as a wonderful foundation for our teaching and learning. So while I recommend that we give our students grace when they're not at their optimal selves, I recommend we also give ourselves grace when we're not our optimal selves. And that when we offer what we can, what we reasonably and realistically can, that we understand that that's going to be enough. So when we are not our best for whatever reason, I recommend that we understand that. I recommend that we give ourselves grace for that. And we recommend that we offer what we can, and then we use that as a basis for creating connection with our students. So my thoughts from isolation today, what I'm basically saying is do what you can and understand that that's enough. I hope you appreciated my thoughts from isolation. I hope to be healthy soon. I hope to be all the way back to good soon, because we've got a lot of awesome videos planned for you in the future. Stay tuned for those. And in the meantime, in the comments below, I'd love to hear how you are taking care of yourself right now. And I'd also love to hear your suggestions for our future videos. Thank you for watching this episode of Engage the Sage. Please like, subscribe, sign up for notifications. We'll see you next time, hopefully out of isolation, on Engage the Sage.